right, we are back. It's Friday, and it's time for this week's Say What?
Say What?
And we are joined by our special guests. Here we are with Lily Alstein, of course, and Chase Ropanak, who have things to say, people. So we have lots of comments. So overall, how this works is I've pulled in some reaction to our stories online this week from viewers, and then put that in form, and then we read them and then discuss them as a group to see if we agree, disagree, kind of add some context to them. Overall, a very big week online. Lots of comments to all of our stories for sure. And a couple of these are striking a chord with a few people. Let's get into it. You ready? The first one, here we go. A snowmobiler falls through the ice in Rhinelander. Aaron wrote, only during the coldest of winters is it safe to drive under that bridge. No tracks, no go. And then Justin wrote, I don't know why they don't just put up a barricade before the bridge. It's not part of the trail and that would solve this problem from happening year after year. So Chase?
So I have to hit the button?
Yep. Your thoughts?
All right, so obviously I haven't snowmobiled here around much, but I know that spot. My first apartment was right by that bridge, and I've fished in that area a lot. I can barely get my head underneath that bridge when I pass by through my boat.
Oh, it's that narrow and that low.
It's that low.
It's a very low
I'm
bridge.
thinking, how in the world are snowmobiles passing?
yeah.
the
Wow.
They said it was off trail.
And all right.
I have a thought. I have to
Okay,
interrupt.
okay.
So it's so not funny, but wild, because the day that this story happened, I was telling somebody about it, and they were like, oh, I drove over that bridge literally the day before, and there was a massive hole. Like, there was a hole in the ice.
Yeah.
So it had
Yeah.
frozen over. It was like the thinnest
the
layer.
reason why,
Go
Lily,
ahead.
is because there's current there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
There's moving water, and so I guess I can agree with the fact that they should maybe put up a sign for some
Right.
people who don't know that there could be
It's
moving water there.
It's part of the boom
Yeah.
chain. Like, it's
Even as like
I
don't-
definitely think there should be. I definitely think that if there's no sign, don't go. No tracks, don't go. And also put something up to protect. I agree with both of these.
Yeah, I think the context here is stay on the trails.
Yes.
Because when you go off the trails, I feel like every year we have reporters out there covering sleds that go in, and they don't always end well, right?
Right.
So stay on the trails, people. All right, our next topic here is, this is a big one across our newsroom, a new food pyramid places meat, cheese, and dairy on top. So Nicole wrote, this is what happens when you let TV personalities have authority. I'm gonna stick to what a non-TV doctor in my body tells me is good for it. And then Kimberly wrote, I always disagreed with the old pyramid. Who needs that much bread? Our bodies need natural foods, meat, veggies, fruit, healthy fats. No processed crap. How could natural foods be unhealthy? Let food be our medicine. Some good topics there from Kimberly. Anybody have a top? Okay,
So
Lily.
this was my story. I reported on this, and the dietitian that I talked to had some very valid points. The main one being, it's so confusing, the way that it's organized. Like, what we had before this was My Plate, and she said that it's just easier to visualize when you are like, oh, this is what I should eat. And this new pyramid is like, what am I supposed to eat? It's just kind of a bunch of things thrown in there.
But it's protein heavy now, right?
Protein heavy.
So yeah, I'm a big protein guy. So I agree with
Right.
the new food pyramid. I never really followed it. I eat whatever, but I would say most of my meals are protein based.
Right,
And
right. Well, no. I have to argue with that. Here's the thing. Again, the dietitian that I talked to said she wouldn't recommend that much protein for somebody unless they were in the hospital. And it's a lot, and I feel like it's kind of following that whole trend of high protein, go to the gym, work out.
Well, I definitely think that I never really felt, like you mentioned, I never really followed the pyramid, the old one or the new one. And I think that what we should do is just listen to our bodies. Like, I think we should feed what we like, what we grew up, like, you know, maybe our parents fed us, and kind of what we know and are accustomed to knowing, and what our body absorbs, and what we know is good for us.
Here's the thing, though. The government likes to give us guides, right? They feel like they're doing their job by giving us a guide, right?
Yeah. Right.
So this is just a guide. You can do whatever you want. Like she says, Kimberly, I think it was, wrote, you know, follow your body, whatever leads it gives you. But you're right, to some people, this may be too much protein. But for Chase, at your age and group, whatever, it's just fine,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, one more here before break we go. It's kind of a sad one here because we had to talk about a man dying after losing a ski and sliding into a tree in Granite Peak. So again, not a good story here. Nancy wrote, very tragic, and he had a helmet on. And then Sherry wrote, prayers for family and all involved. So I put this in here because she wrote he had a helmet on, right?
Right.
I had the wrong one up here. So 1, 2, 3, there it is. There you go, George. He had a helmet on, right? And things still happen. So any thoughts on ski safety? Yes.
Yeah. Oh. So the first time I went skiing, my friend that was his first time as well, he had his helmet on and everything. He still thought he was good enough to hit a like professional jump and ended up being concussed and was thrown up out there. It was not pretty. So for anyone that is going to go skiing, even with the safety equipment and all that, you still can't just, you know, do the stuff that you haven't done before when it comes to a sport like that can be dangerous.
And also know that
your
accidents
first
do
time.
happen,
Yes,
right? So,
yeah.
All right, so I just gave Lily a raise. I got to pay for that, so I got to take a break first. I'll be right back after this break.
Great stuff.